Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I'm not just going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. In fact, I'm not really going to talk that much about Dungeons and Dragons. What I'm going to do is I am going to unbox some Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder miniatures. As it happens, I have 6 boxes. Most of them are all different boxes. They're not the same box. And I just thought, oh well, people wanted me to unbox them, so be it. That's what I will do, and we're going to get started. Now, since it's an unboxing, the tradition is that there's going to be lots of noise and stuff like that, and that's fine. I am just going to get my scalpel out here and just start cutting open the boxes first, so that I don't cut myself in the process of this. So if I do all the cutting with the sharp thing first, then I'll be fine. Right, next box. I'm going to come back to these, don't we worry. Just wanted to cut all the boxes open first before I start popping things out of boxes and making rustling noises. It's been an interesting day for me. I have found myself in a situation where I've given birth to many chocolate monsters, apparently, and I felt like it was like an entire farm full of chocolate monsters came out of my... Yeah, that's exactly what I was... chocolate monsters. Anyway, so you don't need to know about that anymore. It seems to be dying down, which is good, so no more birthing. I'm happy about that. And we're going to have some fun and find out what's in these boxes. For those of you who are addicted to unboxing videos, your wish is my command. So let's start off with the what is it? Icons of the Realms Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. And what have we got here? Potentially we might get something like a Death Pact Angel, a Karass, a medium Karass, a mind-drinking vampire. Ooh, what is that? That is a fire fist. A fire fist? I don't know what a fire fist is supposed to be. What else have we got here? We've got a large Crassus and something spirit, a gruel something. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of guy. And a cracker. A crackler? A crackler. Okay, let's open it up. Let's find out what's in here. As always, you won't be able to hear anything I'm saying because the box is probably going to make a whole bunch of noises. So we got the large Crassus. Was that... Crassus. Yes, it is a large Crassus. Absolutely large. Alright, so there we go. On side. It's a pretty good looking miniature. I actually quite like this one. Got a nice little tail. And it looks like he's already swallowed one of the characters. So that's always awesome too. Okay, so that's that one there. Where do I put it? Put it out of the way. There's the smaller ones. Just toss that on the ground because that's what I do. And empty out that. Get rid of this. I'm going to have to do a lot of cleaning at the end of this, but that's all fine. Come on. Come on, you. Come on. Out you come. Alright, so first off, what have we got here? This is supposed to be a Azorius Arrester. It's got like a... Is it a he or a she? I think it's a she. It's a little bit hard to tell. Now, I have set the zoom on my camera so that it doesn't actually zoom in and out back and forth because it was driving me nuts. So you won't be able to get a hugely close-up look, but that is the Arrester. I feel like there's a lot of cape going on here and a hammer. Alright, so that's that one. Next is, what have we got? This is called a fungus drudge. A fungus drudge? Ooh, it's got like more than one arm. I don't think that's actually help. If I put... No, that doesn't help either. Alright, so that gives you a little bit more detail. It's a little bit hard to see because it's mostly white and a little bit of green. I wouldn't say necessarily a fantastic paint job. I feel like your 5-year-old could probably do a better job. But then again, these are done by machines nowadays, I'm being told, rather than by people. Alright, this is the medium Crassus. Medium Crassus. There we go. Medium Crassus. Looks pretty good to me. I'm quite happy with that. Kind of odd-looking creature. I don't know what I'll use it for, but probably as a surprise and then give it a whole lot of stats that my players don't know about. Or pull, of course, the stat block straight out of the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica book, which I could do as well. Okay, alright. So that's that box and those miniatures, which we'll just push off to the side, just like that. That wasn't too hard. And next box. What's this called? Now we're on to Pathfinder. That was Dungeons and Dragons. Now it's Pathfinder. This is called the Jungle of Despair. So this has got a metal cobra. Ooh, I wouldn't mind that. A dwarf explorer. I could do with that as well. A thrall of as Egan something. I can't read it. Upside down. Okay, we've got a tiger, potentially a tiger in here. I could do with a tiger. I feel like it's a flying tiger. I'm not sure. Well, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Anything can fly, right? This is a mold rut. A mold rut? Okay. A mole rock cleric. A mole rock cleric. I kind of like the mole rock cleric. Let's have a look. Open the box. Shut up, Fred. Just open the box, get your things out, and toss it on the floor. And what do we got here? At stuff to the side. And this is a thrall of Ignazan. This is the thing I couldn't pronounce. I'm pretty sure that was on the box. Yeah. Okay. So that's like basically a big ape. Like, oh, move that other way. It's like a big ape-like creature with a serrated club and a very sort of primitive shield. Looks like somebody's front door. He's ripped it off and decided to use it as his own personal implement. And there's a fantastic job of the back of the miniature as well. This is where all of the chocolate monsters were coming from today for me. Okay, so next, moving on. That was bad taste, I do realise. You're watching my videos, you've got to understand there's all sorts of things that are going to happen. Yeah, come on, whoop, come on, out you come, out. Oh, it's got wings, got to be careful now. Ooh, there we go, it's gone. Right, so starting off with, ooh, this is black, so I'm going to have to put my hand behind it so you can see sort of roughly what's going on here. What is it called? It's called a winged chupacabra. A chupacabra. For a second there I thought it was a winged chupa-chup, but that's like a lolly, isn't it? So it's not really going to be anything like that. So just try to get it roughly in the right place. There we go. There we go. That's looking much more focused and a bit clearer, so you can see what's going on. And there's the back end. Back end. There we go. Back end. Not bad. I love that. That's quite cool. All right, next. On a white background or black. No, black doesn't work. Going to use my hand. Still not very helpful because it's very light in colour. What is this called? This is called a Morlock, which was actually on the side of the box. I'm kind of surprised. Don't often find myself in a situation where that happens. So this has got sort of orange eyes, nasty looking teeth, long hands, and big ears. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a hairless gremlin from the Gremlins movie. The only difference is that this particular gremlin has been shaved. Somebody got the shaver out and just decided to cut him right back. Bit of a trim. Okay, what else is this? This is a river drake. Ooh, river drake. Okay, so the river drake looks better on my hand. There we go. So I'm going to just turn it so you can see sort of what's going on. I've got to make sure I get myself sort of roughly at the right distance, and it's not coming out quite as well as I would have hoped. Maybe it's just small. I wouldn't say it's a fantastic paint job, and my fingers on it. And I realise my fingers are in the way. I'm struggling. It's trying to escape. There, that's what's going on. Okay, so that's the top, that's the side. If I can get it around the right way, that's upside down. I'm just looking at the camera and I cannot figure out my directions right now. Oh, no, it's that way. All right, okay. All right, I'm putting that away. That's confusing me too much. Okay, next on our list is got to be, let's go with a blue box. Let's go with this one. This is the Pathfinder Battles Reign of Winter. I suspect that's got a very, what would I call it? A winter theme. Yes, a winter theme. So, what do we got here? Potentially, we could wind up with Baba Yaga. Ooh, I could do with Baba Yaga. Or a Goblin Alchemist. An Ice Troll. I feel like the Ice Troll, well, I suppose I could do with more Ice Trolls. Why not? Is that a Russian soldier? It is a Russian soldier. I don't need the Russian soldier. Please don't give me a Russian soldier. A fox. I don't have a fox. I could do with a fox. That looks like a general meld. I'm reading everything upside down. This is why I'm having so much trouble. Meld something. It's a general, and it's got wings, and it looks like a dragon. Something like that. Greta. I don't know who Greta is, but I'll take Greta if she comes up. And then we've got a Fey Icon Witch. an icon witch. Faya. Faya is the icon witch. Let's open it up. Okay, talking too much. We've seen the artwork. We'll open the box. What do we get in here? Whoa! Man, this has been quite interesting so far. I'm just going to say that everything I'm reading off these sides of these boxes, I seem to be getting. I don't know that this is necessarily going to happen for you. I'm just getting rid of his wire. Getting rid of the seatbelt. Miniatures require seatbelts now these days. Okay, there we go. And whoo, that's gone as well. Move that out of the way. And let's have a look at the big baby. This is the General Male Sunder. Male Cinder? Male Cinder. It's a male Cinder. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, so here is the miniature. Or is it better like that? I feel like, is it hand or is it black? Is it hand or is it black? Is it to the side? You make the decision. I will do both. Okay? Alright, so I like this miniature. This is fun. This sort of says, Fred, you could have a dragon that talks to the party and then later breathes on them and then chops them up into little pieces. It does sort of reek of that. On the hand, I don't know if it necessarily gives you a better sort of indication of what's going on here. But yeah, it's a nice miniature. I wouldn't say the paint details are that complicated. It all looks pretty basic if you ask me. Bit of dry brushing and that's it. We're going to go and put that to the side. There, that's it. And now this is the bubble wrap time. You can hear the rustling of the bubble wrap. I can't get the miniature out because it's too small. It's stuck to the sellotape. No! Alright, that's that one done. And we'll pull this open as well. Push, push and pull, and the next one. And ooh. What's this? Oh, teared it open. Oop, yay! And she's gone. Okay, what is this? This is a little one. This is a raven. I don't have a raven. The raven is very small. I feel like the chances of you being able to see the raven in any kind of detail without me having a special setup for it is unlikely. So, but this is the raven, and the raven is fine if you have like a lot of them, but I feel like this raven is going to be somebody's familiar, or somebody's going to transform into the raven. It's a pretty good miniature, actually. I mean, I know you can't necessarily see it. The paint job, not so much, but the miniature sculpt is pretty good. Okay, what is this? This is a Nosferatu brother. Okay, I feel like it's some sort of vampire creature who has really bad hair and some sort of wacky-looking hat, and rather is wearing somebody's, I don't know, blanket. I don't know. It's not complicated. Alright, so this is that miniature. Can you see it? I do not know. I can barely see it, and I'm right here, and I'm not having to look through the camera lens or anything like that on YouTube while it's live streamed. But I can tell you now, either my eyes are really, really old and I'm struggling to see what's going on here, or there really isn't much to see. It's just mainly a big brown thing with like grey bits that have fingers and a head. I'm not impressed. Apparently he's got a beard as well. I don't know if you can necessarily see that. Sort of like a goatee. Okay, what is this? This is a Drakelands Barbarian. Ooh, he looks impressive. Okay, Drakelands Barbarian. Black, white. Okay, so we're going to go with that. I thought I would put a white background down, and that hasn't worked in the past, but apparently my hand is the best option. I don't know why. So yes, got a sword, got a shield. That shield looks like it could cover quite a large part of the body of this creature. It got a bow as well. There's a bow on the back there. Quill full of arrows. Quiver, not quill. Quill is like a pen, Fred. And this particular individual is not carrying a pen. And for those of you who are believing that the pen is mightier than the sword, it's only mightier than the sword provided somebody else hasn't got a sword pointed at your throat. Okay, alright, moving on. Next one. Where is something different? We'll grab this one. Rune Lord one. Yeah. That's it. Right there. That's the Rune Lord one. We're going to just flip on through. What has this got? So, Rise of the Rune Lords. Some of these are quite old, these sets. So on the back side here we have a Bugbear Hero. Sione, I wouldn't mind having Sione. I had a miniature of Sione and I lost it. Bummer. There's a Goblin Commander apparently in the set, a Stone Giant Champion, and on the other side we have a Snipper, a Sin Spawn, a young red dragon, woohoo, and a Rune Lord called Karzog. Karzog looks very impressive. I kind of like the idea of that one. And then we've got a War Chief, Rip something. I don't know, Rip Nugget? A Rip Nugget? I think I've actually got this miniature before. I have shown you guys a miniature of this one. Alright, let's open it up. Shut up, Fred, and just open the box. Righty-ho. Up. Now this is weird. Why is this? None of these are in bubble wrap. I feel like somebody might have gone through the box and removed the ones that they wanted. Let's pull that out. Oh, this is strange. And yes, I do feel like somebody might have gone through and taken them out of the plastic and then put back the ones they didn't want. Not that anybody would ever do something like that. No, of course not. That would just be terrible. Would be criminal. Okay, so this is supposed to be an Ogre Brute. I think I might have an Ogre Brute. If I don't have an Ogre Brute, I do now have an Ogre Brute. Not bad. Good miniature. Reasonable paint job. I don't feel like it requires sort of very much. It's a good scale and it's interesting. And let's get real. That face just says, I want to eat you now. Or I want to jump on you, squash you flat, and when you're a little pancake, then I will put you on bread and butter. What will you be my butter for my bread? I think that's the one. Okay, so that's cool. Like that one. Let's go with the Bugbear Hero. I believe I have a Bugbear Hero already. So that's all right. I can live with that. He's got a bow, and he's got like a stupid little skull cap thingy going on there. He's got his quiver of arrows on the back. So, sorry, I'm going to move my fingers. Remember, you can't see past the fingers, Fred. Alright, so that's that particular miniature. I think that's not too bad, actually. Yes, you tell me. Black hand. I feel like it's too close to the colour of my hand. Okay, so that's that one. Next, I think I have this one, or I did have this one. This is a Veroxes. Veroxes looks like some sort of assassin, roguey-like character, if you see what I mean. Got the dagger waiting, sort of very purple. I don't feel like you'd be hiding much in this costume. I feel like it's sort of going to make you stand out. And who wears purple cloaks these days? You know, red, white, yes, but not purple. No, that's just too much. It's a reasonable paint job. I feel like it's actually not badly painted. Apart from maybe the face is actually all right. It's not too bad. Okay, so moving on. Next one. What have we got here? This is Lucretia. Lucretia has got she looks really stern. Yes, she looks a little bit like is it Kate Beckinsale? Somebody Kate. She looks angry. She looks like she's ready to poison you in some way. Her dress is very greeny browny. I don't think you can necessarily see very much of her because her little face is very, very, very small, and the detail is not, well, it's all right. I can see the face, but I have to get really close to be able to see it. There, orange hair. I like this miniature. This is a miniature that doesn't say, I must fight you because I have weapons already drawn. This is a character I can use as an NPC and instead poison your drinks and watch you fade out slowly. The old-fashioned way, like people normally used to do things, right? Of course, nobody would admit to it. Okay, so that's that one. We're doing all right. We've only got 2 more left to go. Okay. Let's try this one. This is the Shattered Star. The Shattered Star, what is the Shattered Star? The Shattered Star has, now this is one I would really like to get. The Alchemy, or Alchemical Golem, I would love to have that. Would be nice. The Grey Maiden, I think I might have some Grey Maidens already. There's a Bogard. which looks like a frog creature of some kind to me. A hellhound. Hellhounds are alright. I think I've got enough hellhounds. This is a very different looking hellhound to ones I've seen before. This is Armoral, which I think is like the classic iconic barbarian for Pathfinder. A mite. I've already got a mite. Don't need another mite. A fire elemental. I can always use another fire elemental. They're very hard to get. And I believe I already have the Gilt Spur Naga. I believe I have this miniature already. So, shut up, Fred, and open the box. There we go. And we opened the box, and out comes a... Oh, box is gone. Looks like a giant. Looks very familiar. Right, just pop out all these things. Not a... Ooh, you've got to be careful. Don't grab it by the miniature. Grab it by the base as you're pulling it out. And flick it away. This one has got a seat belt. Well, more like it's been tied by its feet into place. So we'll just release the securing bonds. You're free, my friend. You're free. You can now go and burn and pillage as you feel free. Okay, all right. Freedom. There we go. All right, so this is, moving these out of the way for a second, this is a fire giant, or either that, or it's a very colourful orange chocolate chip snow cone man with a big sword. I believe that's probably more likely a orange chocolate chip frozen cone snowman of some kind with big spikes and a big sword. It's an alright miniature. I think I've already got something like this from previous pulls, and it's kind of the wrong size for Dungeons & Dragons 5e, but it's still going to be fun to play with. I will be playing with these later on when you guys are not watching. Okay, alright, so this is a grey ooze. Now, to put a grey ooze into a miniature box and then have to pay for it when you could just look at my videos and make one, I feel like this is... Okay, alright. It's alright, I guess. Okay, next one. What is this? This is a Portaquay. Look, this is so small. It's a little humanoid creature-y thing with like some sort of... It looks like a hook. There's no way you're going to see it on the screen. It's probably not going to show up at all. I do apologise. He's got really, he's got a lot of hair gel, right, it's sort of sticking up a little bit. Doesn't look like it's natural in any way whatsoever, and he's very grey, and it's very small, and okay. Oh, that was exciting. Next one. What's this? This is a tower girl. I did not realise there was such a thing. Okay, this is a tower girl. She has got a ponytail. Her face is not very good. Even if I were to be able to improve the camera view for you, the face would not show up that much better than it already is. So that's not a good sign. There you go. You can see the back, and she's got the dagger, and clearly her hair is trapped in the wind, as you can see. See? Just like so. All right, that's that one. Okay, so we got one more to go, and then we're done for today, which we will do. This is the heaviest. It is also a yet another Shattered Star box, and I do realise I'm not going to show you the sides of this box. I've already done that, but we will open it up. I thought I would save the heaviest to last. Sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it sucks because you get just a great huge blob of plastic. But we'll pull it out. Oh, just like so. Oh, this is looking good. Okay, this has been restrained. Clearly it was trying to escape the box. But there's no chance of that because these little plastic wiry things are pretty good at holding things in place. So it stayed where it was supposed to. Now you might have seen this, I actually have one of these already. I don't mind the idea of having two. It doesn't want to come out. Why is that? Okay, got it. Alright, so I'll just pull it out, throw the plastic away, and then grab this. Ooh, this is looking good. And this is looking cool. And this is alright. That box is actually pretty impressive if you ask me. So this, last one for today, out of the big ones, this is a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. No, it's not. It's an air elemental. I actually tried making one of these not so long ago, I believe I still need to finish putting a little bit of glue on it, but it's not much, not really worth a video as such. Just a little bit of time on my part, and then a lot of painting. Oh, lots and lots and lots of painting. Very cool miniature, and let's get real, it's large size. It's the right size for Dungeons & Dragons 5e, and it looks hungry for somebody. Anyway, move that out of the way. This, would you believe it, is a medium-sized fire elemental. I could really do it with it being a large fire elemental, but medium size I will have to deal with. I don't have this particular one, so this is a new miniature for me, and I will bring it closer so you can see roughly what's going on. You can see he's sort of in the pose of, I'm going to grab you and then punch you in the nuts. That's really what it looks like to me. It's sort of like that, got the, yep, I'm going to grab and then in the nuts, or is it in the guts? It's probably the guts. There we go. There we go. It's pretty good. It doesn't require a lot of paint skill to actually do, I suspect. Moving on. Next one. This is a very green fellow. This is it's a boggard, which I feel like is just like a Kurtoa with really long fingers and lots of orange. And he's got a little staff with a skull on it. I'll give you a closer view. There we go. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. See, not a bad paint job. It's actually pretty good compared to some of the other ones. It's like, why did somebody must like painting the frog. Either that or the computer that paints the frog is really good at painting frogs. So not a bad miniature at all. I actually like this a lot. I should actually pull out and show you all of my little froggy miniatures at some point. Do like a series of them. Okay, so that's an awesome one. This one, kind of interested. This is a night hag. That's right. It's a night hag. She's got wild hair. I feel like the wind is blowing that hair gel around way too much. So I'll give you a closer look. So that is not necessarily going to show up because it's a lot of dark features. It's actually very hard to make out her features as it is, even with my very old 47-year-old eyes. So she is trying to either push somebody away or grab somebody. I don't know. I think it may be push away. She's got issues with being around people. Lots of bone. You'll notice lots of bone jewelry. And yes, a very nice miniature. I don't have a night hag. I don't believe I have one. So I'm quite pleased by the fact that I do now have one, which is awesome. It's good news. Okay, so that is it. That's all of my miniatures from that particular pull for today. Well, I'll just move these guys back a little bit. So yeah, not too bad. So if you found this video helpful or informative or just slightly entertaining or just helped kill a bit of time, I am so pleased. Now, for those of you who are wondering why I did an unboxing and such as a live stream, well, because I do pretty much everything live as it happens, but not only that, the request was an unboxing rather than a video which I had set up specifically on a turntable showing the miniatures in clean, crisp detail, which I can do under controlled environments when that is possible, but under this particular condition, it's not possible. I have done it as a live stream on a turntable, but it doesn't really work. Not when you're doing an unboxing. There's too many changes in size taking place for that to work. So hence, it didn't work out that way. So if you found this slightly entertaining, then please share and like the video. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not subscribed. Hit the bell button and check your settings for YouTube so you are notified when I am live and when I publish new videos, because I do that quite a lot as it happens. If you want to support my channel, you did so by watching this video, and thank you very much if you did. I have hundreds more videos, many videos on miniatures for players and dungeon masters. You are welcome to go and check them out. You don't need to do that right this very second though. I don't do Patreon, but down in the description you'll find affiliate links to the book depository and Amazon, and you can buy stuff online. I get a small commission. You know the story. Blah, 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 blah. Now, this is your opportunity to give feedback. Tell me about what you've seen, or just natter with me. I don't mind talking about anything. As far as I'm concerned, this is my day off. It's Anzac Day in New Zealand. So Anzac Day in New Zealand means lots of different things. We'll talk about it in a second. So, ask your questions in the live chat. If you're not part of the live chat, then use the comment section, because that's what YouTube put it there for. And it's waiting for you, and I will get to your questions as soon as I possibly can. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. Oh, right in the middle.